Oh, Shigo A, it's Sun Seb, and I'm here with week 5 of the Mad Aussie Challenge, where we need to impression a key. So, yeah, this video is going to have a lot of cuts. May not be done over a single day, so the angles may change and, things like that. But, yeah, so here we are to start. I've got some files here. I've got this Kwikset rim cylinder that I don't have a key for that I got off my brother-in-law. Eventually he's going to install this along with door handle, kick, lock at some point into sort of a fake door mock-up to do some sort of real-world type practicing. Eventually he's got a lot on his plate right now, so I'm in no rush. But I don't have a key for either of these, so I'm going to try and impression this one. So I have 4 of these key blanks. This one I have gone ahead and sanded down the top to give it a bit of a smoother surface, hopefully to see some marks. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've watched a couple videos, but hopefully I can see some marks here and I can start filing. Don't know if you'll be able to make it out, but there are definitely some marks there along the edge of that key. So I'm going to stop the video here and I'll come back when I've done a little bit more work to it. Okay, so I've made my first little starter cut, already off to a horrible start. I kind of missed my cut on one of them. I'm a little bit sloppy there, but I'm going to keep going with it. I have 4 blanks. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I've made my first few cuts. I'm having a really hard time telling what are file marks and what are the actual impressioning marks. I've been using this old jeweler's loop trying to get a good look in at the marks, but yeah, it's proving to be extremely difficult. I'm going to keep at it. Alright, so I've done a little bit more work and ran into some hiccups. I started seeing marks where I didn't think they were supposed to be, so I got another blank and I marked out where the cuts are supposed to be, and then I lined it up with the key I was working on to compare, and some of my cuts were a little bit off, but I've been working to get my cuts back in line, and hopefully this will work out. If not, then it doesn't. So I'm gonna get back to her. Just thought I'd share that little problem that I ran into. Alright, so last night I finished this bad boy up. I was doubtful the whole time, and it really sucks not knowing if you're doing a good job or not until it finally turns. But it did turn, and I am super excited. So what I started doing was using a bit of dry erase marker. I just kind of do a quick scrub over top of the top part, and then after I did my I torque one way, rock, torque the other way, rock, do that a couple times. Then the dry erase at first helped me just kind of know where to look because it was rubbed off, but after I got doing it a bit, it kind of added a little bit more noise, like it was just more places to look. So I stopped using it, and I also started I would torque it, rock, and then I'd kind of just wiggle it in and out, maybe about that much. And so you're not going over the ridge of the next, not going over the ridge to the next slot. You're just kind of pushing up against it, and that kind of helped make the marks clearer. Also with my jeweler's loop, I found that the angle of the light on the underside of the lens really makes a big difference as to how well I could see it. So if I was turning it like this, I could shine the light on different angles and see the marks better. So I gave up using the dry erase, and I just found the marks. Once I got it to turn, I basically just kept doing the same thing, looking for little marks to clean it up, and now it's smooth as butter. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm just going to take a look. I think I should be able to gut this pretty easily. Just pull the plug out and see how it looks without the or with the key in the plug. As long as I have a the right size follower, it should be pretty easy. Well, except for this part, it's apparently really annoying. Oh, there we go. Let's take a look. Actually, I better grab a shim. I have no idea what the plug on this looks like. I don't want to lose that. And these parts as well. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Wouldn't want to go too far over the time. Oh yeah, shim. I don't do a whole lot of gutting, if you can't tell. It's not really something I do too often. All right, so there's how my key sits. A little, maybe, well, I mean, it's resting there, but yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, so that's all I've got to say about that. Thanks for checking it out, and have a good one.